Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave. I do the Spy Flight over on Twitch. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new. Normally we are talking about airplanes and flight simulators and stuff like that. But usually over on the Spy Flight live stream, one of the topics that always comes up is food. Every now and then we've got some really nice YouTube videos that pop up too. One of those YouTube videos was this one. It's from the Yummyboy channel, Mozzarella Cheese Shrimp Toast. It's a Korean street food. And it really looked like it was kind of tasty. And I thought, I'm going to go ahead and give this thing a try and see what could possibly, see if I can make it work. So this is what the pros look like. This is what they were cooking. So let's go ahead and stop that video and let's get started. Here we go. Okay, so first things first, we're going to need to go and wash the vegetables. Oh, by the way, my ingredient list, look in the description. You'll see what it is that I'm cooking with here. There's the green onions. Now we're going to chop the carrots here, about 2.5 to 3 inches on the carrots. Then we're going to chop the green onions too, and you can see just dicing that, and then you're going to chop a whole lot of cabbage. I used a little shredder there to shred the carrots and also the cabbage. I did feel like I needed to kind of cut the carrots in half though. Yep, there's the cabbage shredding, and apparently they were using a lot of cabbage. This is what else you'll need. You'll need mozzarella, you'll need shrimp, you'll need some eggs. I think they used like either ketchup or hot sauce, mayo, and maybe a little bit of mustard. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and break a couple of eggs here. I'm gonna use 4 eggs right now, and we'll see how this works. Yeah, I need to work on breaking my eggs just a little bit faster here, but it does leave the door open for an egg joke, right? Okay, so whip up those eggs, and then we're going to go and put the carrots in there. We're going to put in the onions, and I also sliced some ham, and we're going to go ahead and stir all that up, and then we're going to start adding several big fistfuls of cabbage. It looked like there was a lot more cabbage that you're going to put in there. Okay, let's turn on the stove. Oh, about 3/4, and yeah, I do need to dust that part of my stove. Sorry about that. Okay, now next thing is we've got our little grill going there. We're going to put some butter on there, stir up our magic mixture all over again, and then dump it out over there on the grill. So it's fairly hot on there too, and I did turn it down to about halfway. You're going to want to spread it all out so it evenly covers the whole top of the grill there, okay? And it looked pretty colorful there too. Next, we're going to take a big old knife and we're going to cut it into 4 squares here. This was not as easy as I thought it was. It did take several times to cut it. And then after you're done with that, it's time to flip those eggs over there. You'll see here on the second one, I'm going to have to go and grab the knife again and cut it. It's probably mostly that long stringy cabbage there. So there we go. Now we can flip that too. After you flip it, then you'll cook it on the other side. Then take it and just stack it up on a plate, and then cut it in 2. Cut your big egg whatever's into. Okay, that's sort of like phase 1. Phase 2, we're gonna get a little piece of aluminum foil here and make a little butter boat. That's a good way to put it, right? Okay, so put some butter in there, and this is where you're gonna put out your shrimp. And one of the hard parts about dealing with the shrimp is you might want to snag a bite too. While that's cooking, let's take our mozzarella, put it in a bowl in the microwave oven. How about 1 minute and 3/4 power? And let's see if that melts it down just a little bit. Oh, and let's check down and see how the shrimp's doing too. Yep, pretty good. Always be sure and flip your shrimp a few times. This is not something that you want to burn there. So, and then you can kind of see my stove's tilted a bit, so put it down there in the corner so it gets in the butter. Okay, now it's time to butter this grill again, and we're going to put the bread on there. We're going to toast the bread and then re-butter it and then flip it. And then what I did is took the knife and then I broke the toast like in the middle. I didn't cut it in 2. It just makes it easier to fold. Then the next thing to do is take that and put your eggs on there. Make sure that your mozzarella is cold, and then, oh, I forgot. Yeah, they put either the hot sauce or the ketchup on the bread first. So, okay, I had to drop back and punt there. Then each piece of bread gets 2 pieces of shrimp. That was pretty easy too. And then after that, we're gonna do their little mustard thingy. I think it was mustard, I'm not sure. And it looked like it was a little bit of mayo on there too. Then kind of bend the bread up there and put it in a little plate there that has sides on the side. It was a little bit on the slippery side for sure. Oh, and it also looked like they sprinkled a little bit of parsley on the top too. Back over to the computer, these are the pros. That's what theirs looked like. And I thought it looked pretty good. And then you can see that there was mine there. all right, it looked okay. I think the bread got a little bit burned there. There was quite a lot of wreckage in the sink afterwards, but it cleaned up pretty good. I also had 2 more big old big things of eggs there, but as you can see, it cleaned up very, very nicely. And how did it taste? I thought it tasted really, really good. So it was nice. It was fun to do. There was a couple of ingredients. It looked like they also put a layer of maybe sugars. Somebody on the live stream said they thought it was maybe MSG or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But it was a fun experiment. I spent probably about 60 to 70 US dollars to put the ingredient list together. I had to buy some extra eggs, so it was probably not quite that because I bought a dozen, only used 4. But it really wasn't that expensive. Oh, and the other thing is that grill got really, really hot. Sometimes trying to flip some things, you got to remember that that's a hot little thing, a hot grill. But it was a lot of fun. So give it a try yourself. There's a link to the original video below. I also put my list of ingredients in there too, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you did like this one, be sure and say so down in the comments. If you really liked it, you could also go and hit the like button too. I'll also tell you to please join us over on Twitch, 757 Spy. That's when we're playing Flight Simulator, and maybe we'll talk about, no, it's not maybe we'll talk about more food. We'll talk about a lot more food. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this. Have a great day. Stay healthy. Stay safe.